May be shifting. Emergency management down in Annapolis is still bracing for high waters and damage from the storm.
WMAR2 News' Skylar Henry went to this afternoon's meeting and learned leaders from every department in the city are stocking up on resources and putting a plan into action.
Yeah, despite Hurricane Florence's latest projections, those here in Annapolis are still making sure that they're as prepared as possible should the storm make a change in direction to affect the Annapolis area. We're here at the city dock where before, during Hurricane Isabel, this entire area was flooded. And those here want to make sure that should that happen again, they're as prepared as possible.
City officials in Annapolis say the possibility of a wet remainder of the week is for the birds. Top-ranking personnel sat in on an emergency management briefing on Hurricane Florence's pending arrival.
Pretty good news for Maryland and the city of Annapolis. So that means that it's going to lessen the impact it's going to have on the city of Annapolis. However, we're not out of the woods yet.
As the latest models show Florence impacting the Carolina coastline the hardest, those in the city are still bracing for potential effects that could damage parts of the area. Mayor Gavin Buckley, part of a thorough presentation on what each agency is expected to do should the storm hit Annapolis.
We can never take this stuff for granted. We've all seen what happened with Isabel, and that is the biggest fear, I think, for most of us, what the tidal surge is going to do to the city. So obviously, we've been handing out sandbags. We're preparing for the worst, but I feel confident with you guys here that we're going to handle this the best way we can.
Which includes canceling several upcoming weekend events in the city for participant safety. Leaders say while there may be little impact, it's best to be prepared.
We still have a threat, and some of the threats may be power outages, fallen trees, wind and rain, and yes, tidal flooding.
Despite those minimal projections, those here in Annapolis say that they're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Reporting here in Annapolis, I'm Skylar Henry, WMAR 2 News.